starting 24 minutes late, but that's okay because none of y'all are watching live anyway.
Not even your kids.
They probably not watching anymore. They shut it down. This podcast is brought to you by Chipotle. Since Joel had some Chipotle, we wouldn't mind if you give cards if they want to send us some over. Even though I do have some issues with the conspiracy, not a conspiracy, a confirmed conspiracy of Chipotle, which we'll get to that later.
Not the habanero from Cadoba.
No, that's different. We'll talk about that one too. We'll have a whole episode later this week. I'll just complain about the restaurants, the ones we eat at. No, I think Joel put a good thing in there, starting out with just current events and ice and with the man behind us. He's not very orange anymore, is he? They call him the
whatever
Orange Man.
happened to Orange Man Bad? I guess they got tired of getting made fun of.
He's not an Orange Man anymore. Now he's ominous. He's daddy. He's daddy's home.
He's got kind of a gray tint to his hair instead of that kind of like blonde.
Yeah,
I've noticed that.
I mean, he's reached his 80s now, right?
Yeah, he's 78, I think, or 76.
Yeah, so he's not really trying to go for the super blonde hair anymore, or the super orange tan. He's just not. No more. I guess it's still Orange Man Bad. They're just not saying Orange Man. Now they're saying felon. That's that. I think it was that clip.
Yeah.
It's that one comedian, the black comedian. He's like,
Dave Chappelle?
No.
Cat Williams?
Cat Williams. He's like, I've been to jail, 42 times, no convictions. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But, so ICE, let's start with ICE. Let's break into the ICE thing right now. They are going hard in the paint.
Did you watch the WEF?
No, I did not.
World Economic Forum, and he just flayed him right in front of him.
That's not about ICE.
I know, but still, I just didn't want to forget about it.
Oh, you.
So now it's on your mind. So maybe you'll bring it back up. Maybe not.
No, I won't. Just go ahead and go into it because I won't forget about the ICE stuff. Go ahead and go into the World Economic Forum.
So he went to the Bank of America CEO and said, "You guys censored us, right, in the time frame of the election or whenever it was, and everybody worldwide now is thinking about it instead of it being like a conspiracy theory or whatever."
He put it on the world's stage.
So everybody now is talking about it. He does this little I'm going to plant the seed, and then now everybody talks about it, and so it's not a conspiracy theory. It actually happened. Everybody was like, "Yeah, you canceled me. You canceled me. You canceled me," and so I don't know. We can talk about ICE. It's not that big of a deal. I just thought it was kind of interesting.
Well, no, I mean, we can still hold off on the ICE thing.
The cool thing about the WEF was Alex Jones. I saw him yelling and screaming.
Beat red, yes.
Yeah, he was like beat red because he was just so excited. He was legitimately super excited that the globalists and the deep state are getting, Donald Trumped.
Well, what has helped now is that all the billionaires showed up and bent, they bent the knee, they kissed the ring, so now he's not going to be censored anymore on any social media platform. You think Zuck's going to have the balls to do that now? Bezos is developing. First off, he made the deal with Zuck's basically secret partner, Oracle.
Yeah.
So now that
So Sam Altman is now. Yeah. We could talk about that too.
Yeah. So now
the cancer thing.
Yeah. So now that all the billionaires are kissing the ring of the one true daddy, as we're gonna call him. Now that they've all done that, the world is starting to come around. I mean, I know people love. All the Democrats can say right now is like, well, look at the egg prices; they're still high. Oh my God! It's almost like he's only been president for
3 days, or whatever,
a little under a week.
Yeah.
The first things he has to do, and which he's already talking to, is he's telling OPEC and the Saudis, you're lowering oil prices. It's not a will you or can you, it's you will.
Yeah.
And once those oil prices ultimately low, once the pipelines start opening up in the next year or two, because Biden shut down all that infrastructure, so it's going to take 2 years to get that infrastructure back up.
Yeah.
So once all that starts flowing in the pipeline, you're going to see prices plummeting, even with the tariffs rising.
Well, he's trying to get rid of the IRS. He said that yesterday in Vegas.
Yeah. Did you hear that one lady was yelling? She's like, "How about we don't pay taxes at all?" And everyone started cheering. And he sat there and he thought about it. He's like, "Well, we could do that. That's something we could do." He's like, "If what I think is going to do right, it's going to work. He'll still show up." Remember, I sent a chat. I sent a chat
that's
last
right.
time.
I was wondering. It said sign into chat. We're all new to this. We're just trying to get it all figured out.
But yeah, we can. Our chats automatically.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay, now I feel
make
better.
it go in there.
Now I feel better.
It's not like anyone chats us, I mean, if you
Comment.
you get a free shout out. So I don't know why you don't. I mean,
don't be shy.
there's other podcasts that literally make you pay to like I think
be recognized.
Well, yeah, like shout out. I'm gonna front the whatever podcast on this. It's like, I mean, granted, they have millions of viewers, and so like you have to pay $200.
We're just begging for one.
Yeah, we're just begging for one. But I'm just saying, Brian's a great guy. Don't get me wrong, Brian, for the whatever podcast. I'm not hating on your podcast. I love that podcast.
Must be nice.
But I'm just saying, you have to pay $200. You get it for free here. So just throwing it out there.
That's a big discount.
Yeah, it's free. I mean,
the price is right.
Yeah, we're not gonna tax you here. Yeah, we don't believe in taxes.
Dexter Gamer 34
from 5 months ago. Well, he's on Twitch. Remember,
we're streaming the Twitch right now.
I know, but we don't have the Twitch chat up, so we couldn't see the. So for all we know, he's like messaging the Twitch chat. He's like, "Oh, fuck these guys. They never." He hasn't though. Remember, he was so mad that day that we weren't like instantly responding.
Oh yeah, he was the one that would say something, and then we would say something back, and then it was just so bot-like.
Yeah, bot-like. We were just like, "Are you even a real person?" And he just never.
He was like, "The weather here is 72."
Yeah.
Yes, I'm real.
Yes, I'm real. Okay, good for you. How about you ask a question next time? God, fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Man.
You're gonna be treated with great respect.
Yeah,
if you comment. So back to Ice or Web or Alex Jones.
I go all over the place with this. I mean, it is the whatever. This is the whatever podcast. This is the RUTS podcast.
We're about to get sued.
Yeah, we're gonna steal. It's okay. Brian didn't even know we're on the radar right now, so we're okay. No, but back. I mean, we can go back to Ice. They're not playing around. They're in Fort Worth, they're in Chicago, they're in Denver, they're in New York, they're in LA.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've been seeing some videos on TikTok. God, I hope they're real because it was too fucking funny. Where the guy, I think I showed you, where the guy was getting a haircut and he's like, "God damn, Ice ain't playing around. He couldn't even finish my fade." He goes, "Then they checked my papers right afterwards." If that really has happened out there, please comment. I would love to know. I am half Hispanic, so I don't carry my papers around, but I'm assuming. My driver's license would do it.
Driver's license would be.
We'll take care of it.
They need citizenship to give you a.
And I'm also not a shitbag that walked in here legally. My grandparents came over here legally, so they did the right thing and they are citizens. So
nice.
I don't have to worry about that. I mean,
good to know.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there just in case Ice is listening and watching.
Tom Holman knows all.
Yeah, don't go arrest my grandfather. He's 86. He doesn't need to go back to the country of his origin. Tom Holland.
Tom Holman's eye is going to be on the dollar bill. The all-seeing eye.
Maybe we can put him on the penny since we're getting rid of the penny anyway.
Yeah, he should be dignified.
Yeah, put him on the penny.
He's been one of those like ominous Godfather type of like when you see him in an interview, you just run for your life, even though you're not an illegal immigrant. You're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad.
I'm going to give a shout out to any potential bounty hunters out in Georgia. If they pass that law, they're going to offer $1,000 bonus for any illegal that's deported that you pick up. So if you live in Georgia or you've been thinking about being a bounty hunter in Georgia, you should really call your local congressman or senator and tell them that you would like that to pass. Because I don't know about you, but I'm hurting these times. I mean, if there was a bonus, I definitely wouldn't mind ratting out my barber. I think he's American, but if not, I'd rat him out for $1,000. Is that
$1,000 per?
Per.
Wow. So
right. You could make some money, man. Kick some doors in.
You just get 12. You get
$12,000
a day.
I would just need to find like 5. I mean,
yeah.
I guarantee. I know places here. If Texas start, you know what? I'm not allowed to be a Texas peace officer anymore, but I might use you and your license and just go grab them for you, and we'll just split it right down the middle.
Yeah.
But
you can have the earpiece and
and just go kick the door in
and just tell them where to go.
But I'm not going to be that going after people that are just doing the right thing and they're maybe here illegally, but they're not working. I want the thrill. I want the violent felons first, because let's not waste our time. Like, to me personally, let's not waste our time deporting people that are here working day in and day out and paying taxes. Even though they're not like they because I know some people that aren't legal that are paying taxes on a You know, they pay their taxes. They're just not legal because they can't get. You see, I don't have any problem with those people at all. I have a problem with the ones that are out there committing crimes, being shitbags, robbing, stabbing, stealing, raping people. Can't say that. Graping people. I learned that from the Whatever podcast. Graping people out there. You know, and
the damage is already done.
Oh no, you only get demonetized if you say it a couple times.
Oh,
so we're okay. I mean, YouTube already hates us. And can we do a personal shout out to YouTube Promotions for banning every promotion we've ever put out there?
It's probably the one viewer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who you are. Like you reported the one about Joel. I mean, like what was bad about that?
Mental illusion promotion.
Yeah,
or whatever.
that was zero politics.
We had graphic
They banned the AI one too, though. Didn't they ban the AI? They just banned them all.
I tried every video just to see what would happen. I was just like, okay, that's understandable because of election interference.
Yeah,
even though that there's
or the Rocket Man or the Patient Zero, like those I get because YouTube's still woke. Actually, the YouTube billionaire was not there at the inauguration. He was
Sunday. Or
he
whatever.
bent the knee.
Yeah.
Even he bent the knee.
They had that one. They had that one side picture of all the people, and they had the Google, the Elon. They had the obviously Meta, and then just someone else. I can't remember who, but they had like almost $1 trillion.
Do you think Stargate was Trump's name, or do you think the Oracle team designed that?
I don't know.
I feel like Trump secretly loves the show Stargate, and he's like, I will authorize whatever I need to authorize. Y'all can build it in America, but please let me name it.
There's already a problem with that whole thing.
Oh, what happened?
The investors were saying we've already got 500 billion already invested into this, and now the investors are like, oh, we didn't promise that much money. So there's already the debacle with Sam Altman that it was kind of like JD, Vance at the very beginning. He was a never Trumper, and then all of a sudden everybody's like questioning, is he going to be loyal or is he going to turn his back, a couple of years down the road. So everybody's kind of like, ooh, he's having problems finding funding, and look at his tweets, from 2016 or 17 or whatever, and it's just, I don't know. I like the idea, and I know that a lot of people, and this is kind of controversial, but for me, in my opinion, my perspective is, if this was to rid cancer and to find a vaccine that was specifically, DNA, made for you, if these AI bots can make a vaccine or can drive out cancer and make you a little bit longer and healthier, I don't have a problem with that. I don't know why a lot of people on X was, sitting here, upset. Oh my gosh, the Terminator 2 Judgment Day kind of tweets over here.
Well, I think because the problem is when you create an artificial intelligence, you can't stop an artificial intelligence. You can't create something that goes so far beyond our own knowing and own thinking and then expect it to bend its knee at you.
If we don't build it, China will, or Russia will, or India will. So it's inevitable at this point.
What we should be building is the world's largest EMP, and that way when they do build it, we just, oh my God, this is going to get us canceled, but I don't care because I got to say it. I saw this, I'm going to try to do it as polite as possible, but
politically correct.
God damn. Can't even say this. In Hiroshima, Japan posted that they had fired off the largest firework ever to blow up in front of Hiroshima. They did it last month. And they put it on TikTok. They put it on TikTok, on Facebook, Instagram, X, all that. And they were like, "Oh wow, we this is the world's largest firework over Hiroshima." Everyone's excited. And some fucking troll, but I fell over laughing, made a video, and it said previously in 1942, America.
1945.
1945. It said, "Hold my beer," and it showed the nuclear bomb blast. And I was like, that's kind of dark.
Yeah,
that's kind of dark.
There's always that one in the crowd that.
But it made me laugh because it was more. It was more things like it made me laugh, but it was also kind of like you're like, oh, should I be laughing at that? Because I want to go to Japan. So don't ban me, Japan. I would love to come. I'm coming seeing y'all in 4 years. Actually, I should be worried. Actually, I'm just now thinking about this. Going to Japan's and put me pretty close to North Korea. And if Kim Jong-un is still alive at that point,
around.
If he's, I'm just putting myself closer and closer to his kill squad since I've made fun of him so many times. And where has he been, by the way? He is just silent.
Maybe he's going through a surgery. He's under the anesthesia.
Or he's been dead forever. He's like Biden. He's just it's his body double just floating around.
I have no idea. I have not been thinking about
You
that.
know, I mean, remember last last term, it was like the Rocket Man and all,
Yeah.
and it's just not been, it's not been a thing, man.
I'll do you one better. Was the Hawk Tua girl?
The Hawk Tua girl. Oh, I think she's potentially facing, from what I've seen, I don't know how real it is. People are saying she's facing prison time. She's not facing prison time. She'll
buy her way out of it.
No, she's not smart enough. No offense to her, and let the women come attack me for saying this. She's not smart enough to come up with a rug pull like that. The investors might be facing some jail time, the ones that created that whole thing. I think she realized like what happened, and she's just trying to like off the face of the earth. I think her podcast completely shut down.
I think the whole image, everything.
Yeah, they just turned it all off. She took her money and ran.
Yeah.
She'll probably show up on OnlyFans in the next year or two, because that's where women make their money nowadays. Seems like. Oh, sorry. It's been one of those days. It's raining here in Texas, guys. I don't know where the weather is down there for you, but it's, I think Joel.
It's supposed to get warmer next week.
Yeah, no. But I still washed everything and got everything ready because off to beautiful Oklahoma. What a beautiful state. What a beautiful state. It's so amazing. Like, every time you talk to our bosses about it, they're like, what's wrong with Oklahoma? I mean, what do you mean what's wrong with Oklahoma? Have you been there? Have you walked outside? Like, the problem is they all are centralized around OKC, and they're like, well, it's look all the life. Okay, that's like living in Austin and being like, the entire state of Texas is amazing. No, it's not. Have you been out to fucking Amarillo?
Yeah.
Go out to Amarillo and tell me you love that fucking place. The only people that live out there are oil money.
Yeah. Or Wichita Falls or
Wichita Falls is another shithole. I hate Wichita Falls.
I'm just saying, there's a big, huge state of 12 hours of driving from top to bottom.
Yeah. I mean,
east to west.
Go out to El Paso and tell me you love that fucking area. Like, not everyone, but for some reason, people in Oklahoma, they think their state is amazing from border to border to border to border.
There's nothing wrong with state pride.
There is something wrong when you're from Oklahoma and you have state pride.
People in Colorado thought that their state was like the most amazing state ever. I was just like, but I love Texas.
But there's kind of like but you have mountains and like think about like Texas. All of Texas isn't great, but we have beaches, we have the hill country, we have the hills, we have the tree. Oklahoma has
we're a fake California though.
Yeah, true, exactly. Like Oklahoma has just that little corner of trees, which basically it's Arkansas's trees that just kind of floated over into their state, But every other part of Oklahoma, I mean, we have touched every fucking corner of that fucking state.
This podcast has turned into a geography channel.
Yeah, well, it's the RUTS podcast. It's the relaxing under the sun. It's anything and everything we feel until we start having people coming on here and commenting like, stop talking about that random shit. Then guess what? I'm going to talk about random shit,
Yeah. Because nobody minds.
No one minds because they don't care. And it's not like I'm going to, they don't like when we go about politics 24/7. So I changed it up,
Yeah. What do you think happened to JFK? Do you think he's a limo driver or Secret Service
driver?
Dude,
I've watched that video and over and over and over. I think Oswald shot him first. Did not kill
Oswald with the magic bullet?
I think Oswald shot him.
I think Oswald shot and it didn't matter if it hit him or not.
I think Oswald shot him in the neck and it didn't kill him. So I think this is what I think it was. I guess we'll all find out, right?
Yeah, and 5 million pages later.
Yeah. Well, AI is gonna let's be with AI, right? AI is gonna give me the summary of it. I think Oswald was the initial guy to kill him, but they had a contingency plan, and because Oswald missed the headshot, they went with the Secret Service like, fuck it, let's just take him out.
Did you hear that the Secret Service driver had a poisonous bullet?
Yeah.
With the CIA.
And they switched out the brains. And all. Well, apparently the Secret Service driver was ex-CIA. Or was CIA, but like he was affiliated with the CIA in some form or fashion.
That's crazy.
So yeah.
I don't parts of me doesn't want to know, but part of me wants to really know because it's been a mystery for the life of me.
The thing is, and like everyone's talking about, JFK. Not many people talk about the fact that the CIA killed MLK.
Yeah,
a lot of people like just think it was just a race monger. Well, it was race based, but it wasn't a true racist. It was a CIA agent. Mm-hmm. Because MLK was uniting the nation. You need some?
Yeah, I'll take one.
The CIA. I brought the flavor that you might like versus the cinnamon or the citrus.
Just wintergreen.
What's this one?
Mint.
Mint and wintergreen is the same fucking thing. It's quite
2 different leaves.
Different leaves. You know, still fucking amazing though. It's the only way I survive in life. Sponsor us. Send coupons. We're such an easy sponsor. We'll give you a fucking shout out for a coupon.
Yeah, if
we don't need money, just give us some coupons.
Or if a corporation or companies, reach out to us, we'll hook you up. Trial basis, we'll give you a freebie.
Yeah. Here, we'll give all the shots.
Give us a script.
Yeah, Amazon's the best shipping around. 2-day shipping. We love Prime. Has great videos and a bunch of other products I'd love to use.
Try the Amazon Basic batteries.
Yeah, Amazon Basics. Yeah, A to Z. That's what they're all about. And I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out to Meta. Fuck you.
You're still mad at Marky Mark.
I hate fucking Meta. I can't stand Meta.
I just don't like the name.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Like what does Meta even stand for?
It's supposed to be like the alpha and omega kind of like.
Oh my god, he's
infinity loop thing.
People love talking about narcissists. There's the largest fucking narcissist in the fucking room is him because he thinks he's a genius.
They got billionaires and like all the biggest names in that focus group that they could have come up with a name.
Yeah,
and they come up with Meta.
Dude, maybe I should save this for one of our podcasts later in the week, but I can go on a whole, I'm going to save it because I go on a whole like 20-minute tangent just on marketing, just how the market, because I took a couple marketing classes in college and colleges. I'm going to rip colleges up. Stay tuned. If y'all want to hear about colleges being ripped up a fucking new one, wait later in the week. Colleges, advertising, and other conspiracies. But I had to Joel, take over for a second. I got to think what I was going to tell you. It's a would you rather question. I just want to know your thoughts on it, but give me a second. That means you have to talk.
Oh, well, comment below what you think happened to JFK because I'm very interested in knowing how everybody else's opinions are stacking up. And then you got RFK, which was supposedly, I don't even know his story.
His airplane crash is what. The airplane did crash, but the question is, was it faulty? Did they run it into the plane?
I just don't know much about that. I mean, that's one of the things I've never really looked at that documentary a million times. Like all the other ones are high profile. RFK, I think he was a senator at the time.
Well, he was gonna run for JFK seat.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Did you think Jackie missed you think that because of all the commotion was going on, she didn't see the driver kill him, or you think she did see, but she knew better to keep her mouth fucking shut?
There's a parade going on, and it's really hard to pay attention to everything.
Well,
I guess out of peripheral, you could see a big black object coming out of,
her husband was just shot in front of her, blood's on her.
I mean, at that point, you're just, you've been a cop and, in the high
you're right. You get tunnel vision, you don't see.
But at the first moment before that tunnel vision even happens, I don't think that's why I think that it wasn't the first shot. But once that first shot rings out and you're like, honey, what's going on? And then, you're not really focused on anything else. You're looking right to the side. So I can understand her being like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But then again,
you can also see where she just kept her mouth shut because she knew. I mean, if the CIA killed, or if someone in the government, this is back her, right? We know CIA now, but let's say back then, someone in the government who was supposed to be protecting her husband killed her in front of him. What makes he think that they wouldn't kill you too? To keep your mouth shut.
That's
and they
plausible.
had kids, so so I'm about to derail the entire podcast with this would you rather question. I heard on another podcast that made me fucking laugh. But Joel, you got two options. Would you rather every time you have to use the restroom, like you have to pee, it could be any time, night and day, you cannot use your bathroom on your property. So that means you have to go to your neighbors. You can't own the property, right? There's no like loop around. You can't go buy a property across the street, go use that bathroom. You have to use someone else's property or toilet. Or every time you have to use the restroom, you have to go to the store and buy a new roll of toilet paper. Every single time.
Even if I'm just going pee.
Well, only if you know what I mean when you use toilet paper.
Okay. So I think the toilet paper situation, because that's not as often.
So now let me break down the issues right here. You get the stomach flu, and you know where you live. I'm not gonna shout out where we live, but you know how the nearest Walmart is or nearest store.
20 minutes away.
Do you think you could make it? And it's every time. Mm-hmm. So like if you have to go twice in an hour, that's 2 trips.
Can I use a leaf?
No, you have to buy a roll of toilet paper. That's the you have to buy a roll, or you could go knock on your neighbor's door every day and be like, hey, like 2 a.m, I really gotta pee, or you could just break into his house. I mean, you don't have to get his consent to use his toilet. I would recommend it, but
porta potties all in this construction
there
zone.
you go. So we could use that one. I mean, that technically would not be. So is that what you're gonna go with? The pee? Just yeah. I get it.
I remember in Iraq, it was exactly the same thing because we had a 10 of 4 people that lived in this 10, and then porta potties were literally all scattered. That's what
I heard it. That's what I went with. I'm like, I'd rather not so much than, like you said, I don't shit all the time anyways. It's not like I have to run around, but just the cost. It'd be like, I would have so many rolls of toilet paper just laying around on a daily basis. I'm like, I'd rather just go piss on my neighbor's, but honest, because the rule said it's proper. It never said it had to be on a toilet.
Yeah, and plus you would save on your water bill too.
Yeah, because you just go pee on his lawn.
You're not wasting all those gallons of water, and you're making the earth green again.
There you go, taking care of things. Or
the smell would live longer.
Unless you do it in the same spot and you start killing his grass, and he's like, "What the fuck's going on? Why is my grass dying in this one section?"
Yeah, true.
But there's a lot worse ones on that. But I just figured I'd derail the podcast for a minute and just leave it at that. But all right, guys. Like I said, we know this is a process. Mr. B says you just make plenty of videos and we just keep pumping them out. We're gonna try to pump out we're gonna try to pump out 4 a week. If we do less this week, then it's because we're tired and just y'all can deal with it. Please like and subscribe the video, share it, comment.
Yes.
Anything, at least comment, give us a goddamn topic, because if not, we're gonna have Trump up here every fucking time until y'all give us a reason to take him down. But yeah,
he's our guardian angel.
He is watching over the podcast. He's keeping us alive.
Yeah, that's.
Can you imagine if Kamala had won? We would not be doing this. Actually, I wouldn't even show my face in the world anymore.
Yeah, I think she would censor everybody.
Yeah,
I honestly think that she would have.
She would have shut it all down.
Oh yeah, it would have. It would have been concentration camp. That's my belief. Like a big, huge camp or whatever.
I believe it.
Rounded up for everybody.
Well, and we'll leave this at this. Just one more comment. Do you think TikTok will be bought? Will it be saved by the 90 days? Anyone out there?
I forgot about that. It's been a long week.
It's been a long week. But
there's so much going on.
We'll shut it out for now. We'll record some episodes, and no, I'm not changing